All right, what's going on, guys? It's a good day. I hope y'all have a good day as well. So today I'm streaming a bit early today. I just fell for it. Wanted to be on the chart a little bit early. I'm gonna tape read before we jump into equities open. So I've marked some levels and some PD arrays on my chart, which I'm going to be going through right now. Let's start with the daily. Let me remove all this blur. Visibility, daily. This one as well. All right. So we did run on these buy side liquidity right here on NQ. We then managed to have an SMT right here. All right. So ES failed to make the higher high. NQ did the higher high and ES did the lower high. So we now swept this low right here. I assume this is the previous week low. Yeah, this is like we swept 2 weeks on low. So this is 2 weeks. This is the wick from 2 weeks ago. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm saying. So we just swept it right here again. We swept this low right here on ES. So this is an SMT right here. Okay. So we do have an SMT right here with a yes. Okay. Let me just change this pretty quick. Give me a second, guys. Okay. So we failed to take out this low here on NQ. So what I'm anticipating for today's price action is to draw to this level right here. As we have all of these CBs that I'm going to show you guys on the lower time frame, but for now we took out these previous weekly lows right here, and now I'm aiming for this for today, as today is Wednesday and we have data in. We already had a news release on 8:15. We also have another news release at 10. Okay. So now let's jump on the lower time frame. So this is my draw. These equal highs. Okay, these equal highs is also equalize on ES. I like to jump on the 15-minute to show you how it looks. So we took out the sell side liquidity. This is the daily wick. This right here. All right, so this is this level right here. It's this level right here. This wick right here. Okay. Now we go to the 15-minute. We can see a run on stop right here. We took out this sell side liquidity here on Monday PM session. Coming back down to the upper quadrant of that daily wick that I just showed you. Okay. And then chopping around, taking out this minor buy side liquidity, and then again taking out this sell side liquidity right here. And then coming back to the upper quadrant, and we're failing to reach to the 50% to the consequent encroachment right here. So this tells me we're bullish, okay? So we just took out the sell side, this sell side, had an SMT. We have this displacement that came on yesterday at 11. Okay, so now we just left that open for the day, and then we came back into it today at 1:15 London session time. Okay, so we also have the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap right here. So this for me is a valid market structure shift. Okay, so if I take my standard deviation from this low to this high, This is 1.5, 2. So as well as we have this buy side liquidity, I've marked out my new week opening gap right here, and I have measured it, which the quadrants come at right here, and this is the CE. So we came back to the lower quadrant and we saw this displace to the upside. Midnight opening price, I have it on my chart every day, very important for me. Now look at these relative equalize. So this is once, twice, thrice right here. Okay, so this for me is a beautiful target for today. So me personally, if I get a trade around here and we will get up all the way up to here, I'm taking off my trade right here. So as well as take a look at here, this was the NDOG high and low from previous week on Wednesday. We have this inversion for value gap right here, which catches my eyes and looks pretty nice and fresh to me. So we have all of these SIBIs right here. So it makes sense to take out these buy side liquidity and get a fill to these SIBIs and then move down lower. Okay, so we dropped very heavy. We're very heavy right here. So what I'm waiting for now is just I'm going to tape read how price is going to do, because I'm not going to be trading now unless we're coming close to 9:30 equities open. Okay, so I'm just waiting for price. What is price going to do? This was a beautiful setup right here on the 5-minute, targeting these buy side liquidity, entering here. Stop would be here or here, targeting these. That's a solid 1 to 3 hour in a very quick 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. All right, very beautiful trade right there. Right here, this is the intermediate term low pattern. Same goes to here on the 15-minute. So when this was an intermediate term low, got swept, short term low, got swept, intermediate term low because it got a short term low to the left of it, and an intermediate term to the right of it. So this now is a long term low for me for today. So I'm not expecting these lows to be taken out. So if we take a look at this BISI right here, catches my eyes. Why? It's in the NWOG, in the new week opening gap. All right. So if we take this and draw it, right? So that's nailed perfectly to the tick, the 50% of this inversion for value gap. All right. So got an inverse here, tapped into, respected, tapped in, respected, crushed it. Just time is not aligning, time distortion, coming back to this fair value gap, and then boom to the upside, and then coming back to it. So these levels are like catching my eyes, and I really do this trade and I hit take profit, but funding pips said to me violate rules due to news. Yeah, we had news at 8:15, 20 minutes ago. So yeah, this is something that my eyes goes to automatically. Just want to delete it. So many annotations on my chart. I don't want to like get. I already am like a little bit frustrated with all these lines on my chart. Like, I don't know. I want to keep it like simple and clear. So sometimes I would be just doing this, but I need the times to be aligned. Like, I need these levels. So I have my ESR right here. I just bought the trading premium shit. So, welcome everyone. If you're new to the stream, make sure to subscribe. I'm streaming every day. New York session. Streaming every day. New York session. I'm sharing my journey. This is a journal for myself. I do this every day. We have been doing pretty good on the last previous trades and the last previous lives. I think we had one losing day. All the others were just W's. I like to live stream when I'm trading because it keeps me disciplined and makes me sticking to my rules. Alright, so I just don't like how I don't like how these candles are so small and non-energetic. But I guess I'll need a plan B, but I don't have that yet. So I have only my plan A, which is what I just explained. I'll need another plan, like if that plan doesn't work out, I need to have another plan B. So trying to figure that out. Let me see this. Yeah. So I just don't like it on the lower time frame that these are so like these vector candles just I want to see displacement. I want to see something like this. Like this is what I want to see. Like I don't want to see small candles like this. Something's wrong with my playlist. I don't know. Let me put this on. So I'm going to be dropping a new video soon as well. But I just struggle with the topic. Like everything is out there. I want to talk about like something useful. I don't want to talk about like order blocks or value gaps and dogs and walks, sell side and buy side liquid. I want to talk about like something that's actually useful. All models and all that. I want to like talk about something that is like a bit eye opener. So let me just journal this. It's very important to journal. This is so what I'm journaling is this is my preparation, okay? My preparation is I take a look. The first thing I do when I come onto the charts is I take a look at Forex Factory or taking a look at the news, what we have for today. So that's the first thing I do, like when I turn on my PC on. And I'll be on the charts at least 45 minutes before 9:30 equities at least, so I can warm up and be prepared. I just draw lines, study price, study yesterday's price, and just like when you work out, you just stretch. You start with stretching and all that. So same goes here. Like I train my eyes, take a look at the chart, um, marking out my levels, PD arrays, and buy side and sell side liquidities, all that. So I am prepared and I have some affirmations that I'm reading. Like for example, I just see. So I don't read this out loud. I used to do it. I used to read all of these points out loud, but when I take a look at it, I know. So it says, don't focus on making money, focus on the percentage and protecting what you have. And this one is very important that this one has really helped me a lot when trading, which is knowing where to get out before getting in or getting an entry. So if I'm going to get an entry, for example, right here, I have to know my exit before I press buy or sell. So that is very important. When in doubt, get out and get a good night's sleep. Sometimes I'm in a trade, for example, and it makes me to get in doubt. So I just close the trade with a small profit or a small loss, and I'm just accepting it so I can get a good night's sleep. Because while you're in a position, you can't think properly, but when you get out, you can think clearly again, and you can re-enter or just close the chart or whatever. So I'm staying away from the charts if I feel sick or I just don't feel like to trade or had a bad day, sick, had a bad sleep, whatever, etc. So my risk is a losing trade. Either I reverse my position, wait for another setup to form. If I take a certain amount of losing trades, then I'm gonna stop. So I normally don't judge my trading with stops. I judge it with setups, meaning that is the 2022 mentorship good to learn? I don't know, bro. You can. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. You can try it. Um. So I don't judge my trades on based on losing trades. What I do is, let's say I have a plan right here. I'm saying I'm going to enter here. So let's say I have this like something like this marked out. Okay, something like this marked out. So I don't care how many losing trades I have inside of here, as long as it's validated in here. Okay, so that's equal to 1. And let's say I'm saying if this fails, I'm taking this right here. So I don't need, I'm not caring about how many losses I take here, as long as it's still validated inside here. So that's one more losing setup. So this is equals to, and then I'm stopping for the day. But I normally take like the high probability setups that forms inside my area. So, and most of the times I take a couple of losing trade before catching the real trade, but it's fine. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. You're the GOAT. You're the best. Thank you so much. And then what I do is I just take a look at all of this and I take a screenshot of my trade idea for the day. Like, for example, for instance, right here. I just take a screenshot of this and I just paste it in my Notion document or journal. So let me just do that right now. So I know what I thought. So this is the screenshot I'm taking before the entry that I'm taking, because I'm going to know what the purpose was, what I was looking for before getting an entry, whether my psychology messed up or I just switched gears all of a sudden. So all of these you can get to realize that what your mistakes were. And then I'm going to have a trade reflection and emotions. Maybe I can share it on my screen. So it looks like this, something like this, okay? So let's say I have a win, a loss, break even, and this is the P&L that I will be done for the day. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm reading all of this every day, reading all of this, and then I'm taking it, putting a screenshot before entry and after entry. So this is the trade idea before the entry, and then later on I'm going to, when I do a trade, either it's a losing or a winning trade, I just put it here, and I just reflect my idea, like what I did. For instance, today I had a good amount of sleep and energy. I have taken a shower and ready to take a trade. So everything, like every small details, whatever you did, like writing it down here. These are like 11 things not to do, 11 things to do. So yeah. So yep. That's how I map my day. And same goes for the week. Like for the week I'm doing a trade recap, I'm doing market forecast for the week. On Sundays, for example, I just mark out. I go through my mistakes, I go through my winners, losers, and because you're not winning from winning trades, you're learning from losing trades. Going through all of them, very important. So I was about to let me check my oh my it's crazy. There's a war going on right now, and the market is going crazy. Let me take a look at gold. Market just dumped how many pips in a day? 4,000. Is that 4,000 pips? I guess in a single candle. That's why I don't trade gold. I don't like trading gold. And there's a war going on right now, and probably everyone is going long. Everybody is going to buy. Everybody going to buy. But I think the move already happened for the war. So my personal opinion, I don't know. I don't trade gold. Is the quality good now on my live? I tried to like adjust some settings on my streaming thing. I guess it should be good now. Like, is it blurry? Good. Okay, that's good to hear. That's the best I can do because I have this white ass monitor. It's like 3440 1440. So it's like something is this big. This big. So it's 4K, so it's like a bit hard for YouTube to sync the resolutions. So it's very stupid to trade now because you see there is no volume in the market, and we also have news release at 10. So when the candles are like this, bro, you just should stay out of the market. Right? What you want to see is like candlesticks like this. This is what you want to see. This is what you want to be trading. You should not be participating in these types of moves. All of this is doing is just price engineering more liquidity. So that's why it's like time before price. Let's say I have this price right here. Okay, it doesn't matter whatever I just did. So you're not going to trade the price. You're going to trade the time. So whenever your time aligns with the price, that's when you're trading. that's when you're like, you're going to be willing to place an order. What do you think for 5:30? What do you mean what I think for 5:30? What's happening in 5:30? Time is very important, guys. So I don't care what kind of a setup I see now. I'm not going to be taking a trade because I know this this has stick to my mind because I've journaled every time I've traded before 9:30 on Nasdaq. I've been crushed. Okay. That's how I know. That's how you're going to know. That's how you're going to fix your mistake. You gotta be journal. You gotta start journal. Alright, so this is good. Like, what I want to see for today's price action is I want to close at least above either this wick or 75% of the wick, which is the upper quadrant, and the opening price of this right here. So we have a swing low formed right here. So the next candle, what I'm waiting for is a manipulation to the downside, and we might see a manipulation at 9:30 and then distribute at what's it called, the news release, distribute at the news release at 10 a.m. Thank you, my man. Hajibaban. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. So what I'm waiting for is just a candle close above this right here. Might manipulate to the downside, maybe have an SMT with ES right here. Like some sort of SMT right here, and then to the upside. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill now, I don't know. I'm a bit up early today. I traded the London session yesterday. I mean, I took another trade on New York as well. So we had this price drop, right? I took a sell, like, I don't remember where it was, but I took a sell for around here. I later on took this sell right here. I actually caught the buy and the sell. So I got this. My stop was here. And my TP was around here. So that was a solid 1, 2, 3. And then I went short here. But I was targeting this. But I was expecting something like this because of all of this down move that happened on Asia and London. So I just closed my trade around here. Yeah. Even though I knew this was going to be taken out as well as this low right here, but I was more confident in this one, but I just did not want to be anticipating or be a part of this move right here. Very frustrating, like, it can mess you up. Me personally, I don't like that, even though I know this will get it. So this, if we take a look at this, this was the first presented for value gap as well. When we close below that, I guess it's, yeah, this is the first presented for value gap. We respected right here a little bit, all right? So we did close below, but then we came back to this buy side liquidity, creating an SMT with ES. We then closed below it right here, and we're just wicking up to it. So when I saw this, all of these wicks and failing to close inside of the gap, I knew this was coming, but I'm not willing to sit in a trade for how for an hour for just a minor sell side liquidity. And I already took my buy here, and I also traded London. I normally do not trade so much, but yesterday was just crazy. I'm watching this guy, TJR and Timmy guy. On Kick, it's so funny. This guy's like unprofitable trying, and TJR tries to turn him into profitable. It's so funny, Timmy. And he just passed his account yesterday, and he was so weird. Doing these weird ass moves. Guys, hit him up. Like, go watch it. Kick.com/TJR. It's so funny. Is this crazy guy? He looks like Speed. He's funny. He's trying to be profitable. He's trying to just pass his fun account challenge yesterday, and he was just so hyped up. And TGR, he's got like 30 days to make this guy make his first payout. It's all trending and blown up all over the internet. Did he take a trade? I don't think so. I think I might pause the stream here. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't care. Cara, acho que anlayayım Libra. Что спас? Галерит. By the way, if I'm not going to trade tomorrow. Never trade Thursdays of a non-farm payroll week. The worst day to trade. So I'm not going to trade tomorrow. If I'm making a winner today, then I'm done for the week. Trading should be like effortless, and you're not supposed to be on the charts every single day. You chose this path to get more time. Being on the charts every day, every hour, every night, all day long. You're just a slave to the charts. Same shit if you go work. And should be focusing on making your ends meet. Like, you're not here to make. You're not here to be filthy rich, because you can never be filthy rich. You have to try to make your ends meet at the beginning. Making 1,500, 2,000, 2K, 1.5K every month, it's a solid money. You're making money from your skill. And you have to appreciate that you're making money with your skill. You're underestimating your skill. You're underestimating trading. You should not look at it that way. I never made a single penny from trading when I was thinking that I was going to be rich trading. But when I started to make my ends meet, I made a lot of money with only $400 of capital. Like, I deposited $400 every week, every day, and I would draw $2,000 every month from that $400 account. With only trading 3 days a week, every single day for a year. So I made about 20 to 25, $30,000 just from trading a $400 account. And this is how I did it. Like, I deposited $400. I risked $50 per trade. Okay? And I was doubling my account every day almost. Okay? So every week I had about $800 withdrawn because I was doubling this. And I just do this 2 or 3 more times. That's 2K. It's not even hard. like, how much do you need? You need to get a 1, 2, 3 for 2 days. That's $300. And when you get to 300, you'll get to 400 as well. So you just have to map out your trading. You have to have a plan on how much you're going to be making every week. So for instance, me personally, I'm about like $700 every week. Now if we times that with 4, that's $2,800. Stable income, easily no risk, for instance. So for 4 weeks, how much is $700 for 3 days? If you divide it by 3, that is how much? I'm very bad at maths. 700 divided by 3. That's $230 every day for 3 days. This is easy. So you don't need much money. You just need to have a target so you know when to stop, because more you trade, more you're going to lose. But the thing is, you have to know that there is losing months as well. Okay, so you're not going straight like this. You will, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is what the equity curve of the year will look like. So you have to like anticipate this as well. So this happened to me in August and September, and then I had my best trading month at the last 2-3 months, where I turned 400 into $4,000. So this should give you the idea that trading is not based on the capital that you have. You have to just be, it's a rule-based game, and you have to be disciplined to your rules. Because when I did this, I was not focused on the money. So when you're not focused on the money, this will happen. Focusing on the process and the progress. Twenty more minutes of anticipating a manipulation to the downside at equities. Right, let's get this. Let me get that at 30 on the chart. Let me get my fan over here. I have a face cam. I might turn that shit on. Let me check. No. 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes. I want to change my window to the stream, but I'm afraid to get banned. We just hit 200 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 200 subscribers. Appreciate it. We're growing fast. 1K is our next goal. I mean, I was growing very fast at the beginning, but then I just stopped making content. Probably that's the reason. But we got 40 subscribers in a week. That's good. It's very good progress right there. I just don't like this structure right here. We got 10 more minutes, 9 more minutes into equities. Let me take a look at Twitter. Tricky morning. I really like this trader on social media. German trades. He's a very good trader. I really like him. German trades on YouTube. He's a very good trader. I don't really normally like these people's on social media. Like, there's some that I really like. German trades is just one of them. German trades, German. He's the guy. Yeah, bro, no problem. I got you. Okay. We're about to take out these lows. Let's see what price is going to do for equities. I have these clean equal highs right here and right here on ES2 as well. Alright, we're about to take these minor sell side liquidities. Thing is, I don't know if we're going to be taking out these right here. Like, I mean, if I want to see this minor sell side to be swept, I want to see a deeper liquidity sweep to the downside. Why is it not playing the playlist? I don't know. Something's wrong. I got 1 more minute. Alright, let's wait. Okay. So this is the draw. So we're in this long right here. Let's see. Going to trail my stop here. Price is kind of sketchy with the ES going around like this. This is my first partial. The thing is, I don't like ES, bro. ES is weird. That's probably a stop. Alright, there it goes. The losing trade right there. Let's see. ES is just dropping like crazy. Okay, I'm taking another one right here. We got the SMT. Let's see if this can play out. Get a close above here, that's good. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to wait. I'm waiting for an SMT right here at this low right here, as well as filling the opening range gap quadrants. We'll probably take out this low as well. As I said, I was not sure about these holding price. So if we do see an SMT down here, let me just mark out this right here. Got one more minute. Let me look at that. 15 minutes. Okay. That was beautiful. Trailing my stop down up to here. Alright, you're at 9:50 macro time. Let's see. Taking on my first partial right here. So my stops right here now. Stops just right here. Four more minutes into the news. First partial is here. Alright, so I just took my first partial right here. The remaining will be here, so this will be... Where's my... Yeah, this will be my second partial right here. Price is very choppy. Want to trail my stop up to here. Alright, so this is not good. This is crazy. All these wicks. I'd like to see some speed from here. I want to see that buy side like get rated very hard. You just fly through it. So I got one of my stops here. I would not like price to come back up to here. All right. One more partial right here. And I'm trailing my stop here. So my stop's now at this level right here. All right, let's go. Trailing my stop to this low right here. Maybe, I don't know. We had an SMT. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I do that. Trailing my stop. Yeah, I'm trailing my stop here. Okay. So this stop is right here. Trailing my stop. And I just closed my position right here. So that's a, let me see. Let me remove all of this. That's a 1 to 5, a 1 to 5. So pretty solid. I mean, I know my TP is gonna hit, but I just fell for it right here. Fell for closing my trade right here. Let's see his TP is gonna hit. Like my TP was here and here. I mean, that's good RR. Like that's a 1 to 10. And there goes my TP. TP just got hit. Beautiful trade. Let me journal that. I mean, I took a losing trade. I took 2 losing trades right here. That was very unfortunate. Beautiful, beautiful trade and price delivery. So we've been talking about this the whole day, this exact same move. As I said, I did not expect this first manipulation. I did not really expect this to happen at 9:30. I expected this to happen first, okay, but that got delayed by a couple of minutes, like 5 minutes, 1, 2, 3, 5 minutes. So if this would happen before, like if this would happen at 9:30, I wouldn't have taken those two losses that I took earlier. So we plan the trade and we trade the plan. That's how it goes. The slow got swept. We got SMT right here. Where was that? So we came all the way down, all this retracement, and we had this SMT. We had this SMT. The first president got violated right here. Coming back down to it. Higher prices. So my entry right here was based off of the lower time frame, the 30 or 50 second, I don't remember. The 15-second right here was my entry right here. Then I took another, let me see, I actually took, so this was my second entry, my stop was right here. And I took then another trade at right here, so very good, very solid and clean. Amazing room, yes sir. And this is the draw, as I said earlier, it's probably gonna be taken, but gonna take a bit of time, maybe price is going to engineer liquidity. So yeah. Price is just so weird, like I don't know, just price action recently been acting this way. Taking my first partial was here, another partial here, and then my last partial was somewhere around here. It was right here. So that was it. Exactly how we expected pricing. This right here was so unfortunate. So we'll probably be back on Monday, maybe. I don't know. I'll of course not be trading tomorrow. So I'll maybe be back on Friday on NFP. I'll maybe tape read tomorrow as well, maybe tape read on Friday as well. But we are going to be trading on Monday for sure. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. We got CPI next week as well. We're up for the week. There goes the buy side. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I hope you guys find this very helpful. So until tomorrow, be safe.